Good morning, everyone. It's Friday, the 18th of November, and that means that we're getting that much closer, just within 5 weeks of Christmas. And I know for some of us that strikes in our hearts with just fear and trepidation because all of the things that surround that. But for others, it's a reminder again of the celebration that we can have because God chose to send his son. And in that light, I'd like to focus this morning on a passage of scripture from James chapter 1, verses 17 and 18. There's a lot of great stuff that he talks about before this, but just want to focus on these two verses this morning. And this is what he says to his people in his church. He says, whatever is good and perfect is a gift coming down to us from God our Father, who created all the lights in the heavens. He never changes or casts a shifting shadow. He chose to give birth to us by giving us his true word, and we, out of all creation, became his prized possession. Some other translations call him the Father of lights, and that's truly what he is. He is one who is filled with light. And as we look in particular, as we head into this Advent season, and we look in particular at the gift that God came to give, we read this passage of scripture with full understanding that God is a God who gives good gifts to his people. And James encourages his church by saying, so whatever is good and perfect is something that you can regard as being God's gift for you, because he chose to give us his true word, his Son, Jesus Christ. And for that, we are immensely grateful. This is a season where we're often tempted to get anxious and get concerned about, do we have enough for this or that or the other thing? I pray that this season will be different, that we won't focus so much on, are we giving enough out to others, or are we being generous enough, but rather that we would focus the other way around and be in a spirit of thanksgiving, because God was so incredibly generous to each of us. And he gave us his Son, his beloved Son, his good and perfect gift for each of us. God bless you, church. Praying for you today. Have a great weekend.